are affected. And as I said, this is only the beginning. The foundation of every single nation is its energy security. And I do not say this lightly, but allowing the United States to decide who we buy oil from, who we buy gas from, whether we can buy oil from Russia or not, whether our relationship with different oil suppliers can be decided by us. This is what has been bartered. And this is a very puzzling fact for me. It has been a very puzzling fact why a nation the size of India would allow any other nation, the president of another nation, to give us permission to buy Russian oil, to decide who our relationships are with. And this has been a puzzle, and I've been trying to figure this puzzle out. And I have figured the puzzle out. And the puzzle is about compromise. We have a gentleman sitting here who is the oil minister. He himself has said that he is a friend of Mr. Epstein. Oh. Sir, I'm talking about oil security, sir. Sir, I'm talking about oil I'm talking about economic security, sir. Sir, here I have a document which shows that his daughter has received money from George Soros.
माननीय सदस्य आपने जो नोटिस दिया है, उस नोटिस में बोलिए आप नोटिस में बोलिए। माननीय सदस्य, आप प्रतिपक्ष के नेता हैं, मैं आपको फिर आग्रह करना चाहता हूं, आप नोटिस अगर इस बात पर बोलने होता है तो नोटिस आज इस बात का देते हैं। नो, नहीं बोलने, नहीं इजाजत दी जाएगी। ठीक है, ऐसे नहीं चलेगा सदन। आप अगर नोटिस के अंदर, नोटिस जिस विषय पर आपने नोटिस दिया था, मैंने सुबह भी कहा कि संसद नियम प्रक्रियाओं से चलती है। आपने जो नोटिस दिया है, आप उस नोटिस में बोलिए। आपको अगर इस विषय पे बोलना है तो आप नोटिस देते, मैं अलाउ करता नहीं करता ये मैं तय करता, लेकिन ये तरीका ठीक नहीं है। नो, आप कोई रिकॉर्ड में नहीं जा रहा, आप नहीं बोलना चाहते इस विषय, ठीक है? नो, हाँ, इस विषय पर, जिस विषय पे नोटिस दिया उस विषय पे नोटिस में बोलिए। अगर आपको इस डिटेल पे बोलना है तो उस पर नोटिस दीजिए आप। नो, धर्मेंद्र यादव जी, आप बोलना चाहते हैं?
सभापति, लीडर ऑपोजिशन को सर बोलने दीजिए, बात पूरी हो जाए।
लीडर ऑफ अपोजिशन है,
पूरी बात हो जाए तो
नियमों से बोलेंगे, नियम के विपरीत नहीं बोल सकते। जिस विषय पे उन्होंने नोटिस दिया है, नोटिस सदन के पटल पे उस विषय पर बोले हुए।
सभापति जी, लीडर ऑपोजिशन की बात पूरी हो जाए, उसके बाद मैं बोलना चाहता हूँ। सभापति जी
बोलिए। माननीय रणदीप पुरी जी।
Honorable Speaker, sir. Honorable Speaker, sir. I rise to inform. Honorable Speaker, sir, I rise to inform the House of steps taken in response to the disruption of the global energy supplies arising from the ongoing conflict in West Asia. The world has not faced a moment like this in modern energy history. Today is the 13th day since the passage through the Strait of Hormuz, through which 20% of world's crude, 20% of world's natural gas, and 20% of the world's LPG flows was disrupted following the military operations between Iran, Israel, and the US. For the first time in recorded history, the Strait of Hormuz has been effectively closed to commercial shipping. Despite India having no role in causing the conflict, like many countries, India has to navigate through its consequences. The contrast with how other nations are managing this crisis places India's response in its sharpest relief. A country in our neighborhood has shut all schools for 2 weeks, moved government offices to 4-day work week, ordered 50% of public employees to work from home, cut fuel allowances for official vehicles by half, and taken 60% of government vehicles off the road. This country has experienced the largest single fuel price increase in its history, with petrol up approximately 20% in a week. In another neighbor, has closed universities early and brought forward the Eid al-Fitr holidays to save fuel. Countries in Southeast Asia have also had to take energy rationing and conservation measures. Honorable Speaker, sir, India's crude supply position is secure and volumes secured exceed what the Hormuz would have delivered. Before the crisis, approximately 45% of India's crude imports transited through the Hormuz route. Thanks to the Honorable Prime Minister's outstanding diplomatic outreach and goodwill, India has secured crude volumes that exceed what the disrupted Strait of Hormuz could have delivered in the same period. Non-Hormuz sourcing has risen to approximately 70% of crude imports, up from 55% before the conflict began. India sources crude from 40 countries as against 27 in 2006 and 7. This structural diversification, built through sustained policy over successive years, has given us options that other nations find themselves without. Refineries are operating at high capacity utilization. In several cases, they are exceeding 100%. There is no shortage of petrol, diesel, kerosene, ATF or fuel oil. The availability of petrol, diesel, aviation, turbine fuel, kerosene and fuel oil is fully assured. Retail outlets across the country are stocked and supply chains for these products are functioning normally. Additional allocation of PDS kerosene has been issued to all the states. Honorable Speaker, sir, natural gas supply has been managed through prioritized allocation and the position is stable, well beyond immediate need. India produces approximately 90 million metric standard cubic meters per day of natural gas domestically. A further 30 million metric standard cubic meters per day was previously imported through Gulf sources, now affected by the force majeure declaration of a major Qatari processing facility. The force majeure declaration, the Natural Gas Control Order issued on 9th March 2026 under the Essential Commodities Act established an immediate priority sequence. Domestic pipe gas goes to homes and CNG for vehicles receives 100% supply with no cuts. Industrial and manufacturing consumers will receive upon 80% of their previous 6 months average. Fertilizer plants will receive up to 70%, protecting the agricultural input chain ahead of the sowing season. Refineries and petrochemical units absorb a managed reduction with the House that the shortfall has been substantially upward through alternative procurement. Large LNG cargoes are arriving on an almost daily basis through alternative supply routes, and India has sufficient gas production and supply arrangements to sustain this position even in the event of a prolonged conflict. Power generation for every household and for industry is fully protected. Honorable Speaker, sir, it should be noted that India was previously importing approximately 60% of the LPG requirements from Gulf countries such as Qatar, UAE, Saudi Arabia and Kuwait, and 40% is produced domestically. Procurement has now been actively diversified, with cargoes being secured from the United States, Norway, Canada, Algeria and Russia, in addition to Gulf sources. The LPG control order issued on 8th March 2026 directed all refineries to maximize LPG yields and channel the entire output of C3 and C4 hydrocarbon streams comprising propane, butane, propylene and butenes exclusively to the 3 oil marketing companies for domestic cooking gas. Hence, in the last 5 days, LPG production has been increased by 28% through refinery directives, and further procurement is actually underway. Modi government's foremost priority is that the kitchen of India's 33 crore families, especially the poor and the underprivileged, do not face any shortage. Domestic supply is fully protected and the delivery cycle is unchanged. The standard time for booking to delivery for domestic LPG cylinders remains 2.5 days, unchanged from pre-crisis norms. Hospitals and educational institutions have been placed on uninterrupted priority supply, and their access to LPG is fully assured regardless of broader demand conditions. Field reports indicate hoarding and panic booking at the distributor and retail level, driven by consumer anxiety rather than any actual supply shortage. The House should be clear on this. The rush booking pressure in some localities reflects a demand distortion, not a production or supply failure. Delivery authentication code coverage is being expanded from 50% to 90% of consumers under this system. A cylinder can only be logged as delivered when the consumer confirms receipt through a one-time code on their registered mobile, making undocumented diversion effectively impossible to conceal. A 25-day minimum booking period has been introduced as a demand management measure in urban areas and 45 days in rural and Durgam Kshetra areas. OMC field officers and the anti-adulteration cell are coordinating enforcement at the distributor level. The Home Secretary has shared a meeting with Chief Secretaries of all states to align state-level administration with the central supply and information framework. Commercial LPG has been regulated to prevent black marketing, not to penalize the hospitality sector. Commercial LPG is sold in a completely deregulated, over-the-counter market at market price without any government subsidy. There is no registration system, no booking requirement, no digital authentication, and no delivery confirmation mechanism. Any business or individual can purchase cylinders in any quantity at the point of sale with no government control in normal times. In a supply-constrained environment where public anxiety is elevated, this deregulated structure creates a direct and uncontrolled pathway for hoarding, diversion, and resale at inflated prices. Had commercial supply have been diverted to the grey market at the expense of genuine commercial consumers and domestic households alike, the government has therefore taken the responsible course to regulate this channel with clear priorities and a transparent allocation mechanism. A 3-member committee comprising executive directors from IOCL, HPCL and BPCL was constituted on 9th March 2026. Extensive meetings have been held and state civil supply departments and restaurants associations across the country and are continuing. The committee has assessed genuine need by geography and sector to ensure available commercial volumes reach commercial LPG requirement is going to be supplied from today by OMCs in coordination with the state government so that there is no hoarding or black marketing. Honorable Speaker, sir, Alternate fuel options are being activated to ease pressure on LPG and gas channels. Kerosene is being made available through retail outlets and PDS channels, and fuel oil is being made available for industrial and commercial consumers. The Ministry of Environment has advised state pollution control boards to permit for the duration of this crisis period the use of biomass, RDF pellets and kerosene coal as alternate fuels for the hospitality and restaurant segment for 1 month, which would enable wider range of establishments to switch and free up LPG for priority consumers. Consumer prices have been shielded from global market conditions. Despite the Saudi contract price rising 41% between July 23 and March 26, the PMUY beneficiary price has fallen 32%